Hello everybody, welcome back to Project Zomboid. Today we're going on a road trip to Muldraugh, specifically to McCoy logging, because I thought it might be a nice place to travel to. It's not incredibly far, I don't really know the road off the top of my head, but we can always check the interactive map in a bit. And yeah, I want to check out all the warehouses at McCoy's, because they have a lot of goodies. Potentially a lot of propane, metal sheets, tools, and mostly just looking for a sledgehammer, honestly. Because this roof it's functional, it's fine, it works. But I could get rid of all this slanted bullshit. And I'll probably leave some signs for aesthetics, but I can get rid of all of this with a sledgehammer, and it would just make everything feel a lot more complete. So we do have a bunch of potatoes, but I just watered them literally an hour ago. I watered everything, so it should be fine for a while. Potentially rain will keep it alive. It's also possible that everything is kind of frozen in time when you're gone for when you're far away enough, but that's always a bit hit and miss. I always try to have enough fuel in my generator and all that stuff, but we'll see. So that might actually be a good thing to test. So right now it's 98% full. If it's still above the 90s when we get back, it may not have, not much may have happened. If it's quite low, then I guess time does progress as you're gone. It kind of depends on the distance, how long you're gone. I'm not entirely sure how it works. So yeah, that's the main mission. I'm sure it'll take some time to do so. And I'm gonna take this van, the KY Transit van. I checked this one has the biggest cargo capacity. So that's kind of nice. Oh shit, I forgot one thing. I forgot all my potatoes. I have a stack of like 20 something potatoes in the fridge, and they're great because they last, I think, like 2 weeks outside of the fridge. So those are going to be invaluable. And already we got water on my smokes and stuff, and chips, cereal. I made sure I have all the basics of weapons. No, it's not my, this is my usual car. I need the van. Silly brain. Yeah, you can see. Some fatty food and a bunch of potatoes. Some basic tools. 2 propane torches and a welder mask, 1 pillow to sleep on the chair and not get neck pain. Supposedly that works. Extra matches, axe, crowbar, all that stuff. And we're gonna find way more tools than we bring, obviously, so it's kind of silly actually to bring even any of that, but you know, it would be a real shame to be without any of that, and we might have to do a bunch of fighting on the way, so yeah, screw it, let's just take it. So I'm honestly not sure about the road. Maybe I'll actually wing it. But I thought traveling is, for me, a big part of Zomboid. A lot of people will stay in their town, which is probably the sensible thing to do. But traveling isn't too bad if you stick to some, you know, some rules and be a little bit sensible and responsible about it. So my first thing is always to make sure you leave as early as you can. It looks late right now, but I woke up, I watered the crops, and I left. I woke up really late. The earlier you leave, the further you can get without getting drowsy and all of that madness. So I'm already checking the map because I'm already having doubts about my route. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here. Wait, does this even go where I want to go? I kind of want to use this road, because I know this goes towards Rosewood, and we can branch off from there. So yeah. It's a great start, but that's okay. Can we even cut through here, or did I have to go up? Yeah, we can make this work. I don't think this whole neighborhood, this fancy neighborhood, a lot has respawned. I haven't been here in quite a while, so I'll be pretty careful about it. So yeah, I would often try to push through some zombies and get stuck, or I would, I don't know, do silly stuff and just bail too late. That was how I often got killed in the past. I've learned by now that just getting out of the car before things get too hairy is the best survival tip I think I have for traveling. Part of it is also, you know, knowing how to lose a horde. That is something that probably comes more through experience. I've shown you in the past, like how to ditch a whole horde behind a building. But you know, if you're in the middle of nowhere, that might just not be as easy. Another thing I would recommend, cruise control is a lifesaver. Shift and W will engage cruise control. Sometimes it remembers the speed you've gone in the past, sometimes it sticks to the current speed. It's kind of random. Cruise control can operate in a lot of various ways depending on how it feels on the day itself. It's actually really impressive how inconsistent it is. Sometimes it sets a max speed, sometimes it sets a base speed, and you can accelerate beyond it. Like right now, it just sets a speed it sticks to, and you can hold W to accelerate past it. And then if you let go, it drops down to 30. By the way, look how beautiful all these trees are looking. I guess it's because we're now in spring. And it's kind of doing the same thing as in fall, but the other way around, which is really pretty. So we're just gonna follow this road for a while. And I'm sure we'll find some events. Maybe we'll find some backpack events. Would be really great to show you guys how to spot those in the wild. Normally if I need a large backpack, military backpack in this game, I'll go drive over these kinds of roads, because sometimes you just see a little cluster of zombies. And typically, if it's a super tight cluster, there'll be a backpack event, but we'll see. Yeah, luckily this road is really nice and chill. Oh, that's an event for sure. That is, in fact, a backpack event. Look at that! I swear I did not script this. But I did know that the odds aren't very low. But that's kind of great. It's probably not a bad idea to bring an extra large military backpack. Or, no, it's not a military backpack, but a large backpack. Because we can hold one in our hand and keep it as a nice big loot bag. Kitchen knife, large backpack. Sweet. Sometimes they have food in there. I think, yeah, these were already dead. Maybe this was actually 2 events on the same little area. I think this is also some car crash event. So I think I'll move at least this white car out of the way entirely. I don't mind some traffic on the road, but I would really appreciate if it's a little bit easier to drive past, so we don't have to deal with that next time, in case we do have a lot more zombies again. So that's one. This van sounds a lot less aggressive in reverse than the pickup truck, which I like. I'm sure it's still just as loud. Or at least roughly as loud, but... Oh, shit. I really don't want to mess up the trunk, because that's what holds my cargo. It goofed there a little bit. Did I lose? I may have lost like 2 units of capacity. That's no biggie. About cruise control. I've been mentioning, I've really been noticing in my other run that if I use cruise control, I get a lot less bumpy bullshit when driving over zombie corpses. So that's really nice. Because if you have a couple zombie corpses on top of each other, you don't necessarily see the difference. It doesn't stand out as it being a tall pile of zombies. But the car definitely notices and wants to do a big hop. I think I found my objective here. That's a sledgehammer. I completely forgot about this event somehow. Man, that's the main reason I wanted to go to McCoy, honestly. That's kinda silly. See if there's anything in these toolboxes or these duffel bags. This is really exciting though. We could just do construction then instead. Man, I already told you I was gonna do a road trip. We can always do a road trip elsewhere. We could always do a road trip to the military surplus and get a bunch of weapons. Oh, the lock is broken. That's always sketchy. Because you can only get out on the one side then. But yeah, so this is an event you can find here and there, also in this kind of road. You can find it honestly anywhere, but I tend to find them on these slightly narrower roads. And you can find either hammer, sledgehammer, pickaxes, wrenches, all sorts of stuff by the side of the road. So that's kind of cool. I'm glad I got to show you one of those. Well, in that case, we could just do something different entirely. We can go to the military surplus, or we could go right here, turn right to the what's it even called? To the fancy club. What's the fancy club called? The yacht club? No, that's not. There's no water here. Well, there's golf courses and stuff. Country club. There we go. I'm not gonna do that. You know what? I think it would be good to go to the place I used to call Ekron, but it's actually called Lake Fallas. That's the new canonically correct name, it seems. Because there is a farming store there that has a lot of guns and ammo. And from there we can go further west even, if we have more space for more loot. And there's another military surplus store with a lot more weapons and ammo. I think that would be fun. So right now I don't really see the point of going to McCoy logging and Muldraugh. Because I have quite a lot of weapons. I don't have an insane amount of metalworking supplies, but I also don't need an insane amount, you know? So yeah, I think that will be the mission for today. Honestly, going to McCoy would have been a bit boring, because it takes a couple in-game days to get through all that loot. Go for all those boxes, you have to dismantle so many. It's really not that fun. But going to Lake Fallas, clearing Main Street a little bit, looting a gas station, maybe making a little safe house slash outpost there. And then clearing a bit more of the main street and going to... There's a tool store there too, a bookstore, a bar, and of course the main attraction for me would be the farm store with a whole section for guns and ammo. So that's pretty exciting. I'm kinda glad I found that sledgehammer. Luck has been pretty good in this run. Yeah, I'm way more excited about this idea. There are more zombies here than I thought. Let's turn around. And we can probably just walk back to the van, get in and get going. I hope, ideally. I'm a little bit exerted, so it's not perfect, but we could get through these. Oh, I should equip a knife. In case I do have to fight them, I'd rather use a knife. There, just speed walking to the van. It's not as clear as I hoped. I'm gonna give it a quick try. Don't sit in the car and be like, oh shit, it'll start, and stay in too long. That's sketchy. I was like, well, I'll give it 1 or 2 tries. If it doesn't start, I'll hop out before it gets dicey. That's basically my main thing. Get out before it gets too nasty. I'm gonna hop out and hop in, because I'm not sure if I heard the door shut close in the first time. And I must have mentioned it before, but if you drive away too quickly and you hold W and you don't hear the door shutting sound, then the door isn't closed and you are not protected. Alright. There are a lot of places to visit here. Like if you see these side streets and they have a mailbox, then obviously it'll be a driveway into a farm home or something. And a lot of these farms are actually pretty nice. A lot of them will have tool sheds with either seeds or propane tanks or, you know, torches, tools, whatever. Ooh. Let's go a little bit off-road. Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about this. I'm gonna bail. Because it was only gonna get worse. I kinda wish I would have brought a chair. That's something I'm thinking of right now. Like, I know what I'm forgetting. I didn't bring a chair. Or a piano stool, something to rest on. Would be great to have one that I could put down somewhere here where it's a little bit more quiet. You know, we'll just fight through the horde. We'll be fine, probably, right? I do recommend making sure you have okay combat stats before you go on these kinds of travels. If you have a low strength, low fitness character with low combat stats, then, you know, that's obviously gonna be a little trickier, because you're gonna have to swing so much more often. You're gonna use so much stamina, and if you get tired, then, you know, that gets extra spicy. Actually, also not incredibly stoked about how late it is, but you know. Screw it, let's just see if we can get to the van. I'd rather keep driving, honestly, than fight these. One thing to remember is if you're stuck, go in reverse. You have so much more power in reverse. If there's no zombies behind you, even if there are 1 or 2 behind you, you can, in reverse, you can push over them at least. So that's something. I'm keeping an eye out for zombies with interesting weapons in them, because we are far enough along in this run that there could be zombies with katanas, machetes, so I do like to spot what I see. You could probably find on the wiki exactly when what starts spawning more regularly, but we're almost 3 months in. Holy shit, time has been flying. So katanas aren't, it's not too crazy to find them in the wild now. And I think this, we've just been following this one road, and now at this T-junction we turn left, and basically, I'm pretty sure that this is basically Lake Fallas, yep. This is one of the lakes. There's a burger joint. Right here is a gas station below us. I would like to make that a safe house. And then you can also go through this little neighborhood. I'm kind of going... Where's this, the gas station? Oh no, I wasn't there yet. This is the burger joint. Gotcha. Then the gas station is coming up here. I didn't think about bringing a generator, but we'll probably find one here. Here's a tiny lake, and I'm pretty sure, let me check the map real quick. And pause. I'm pretty sure here is the big lake that's has the silly shape. Hence the name of this town. Yeah, let's get out and just slowly work our way into town towards the gas station. I'm sure engine noise has attracted more zombies from all directions, but at least it's fairly chill here. They'll probably trickle in one by one, that's a-okay. We can deal with that. Honestly, I probably should have brought a couple of baseball bats, because they do a little bit more damage, but there'll be more weight, and you know, this will be just fine. Worst case, we could even sleep in the car if we have to. As long as you're fairly certain there's nothing around you, it's not too bad, but I definitely want to try making my way to the gas station. And one thing I probably haven't mentioned yet, at least not today, is I do always bring 2 bottles of vitamins at the very least. Or I think I have 2 bottles of vitamin and 2 tea bags even. So I could fight all through the night, I think, with that. Before, yeah, if I do get tired. I stay awake like that and do decent damage. So I'm not too worried about it getting dark. The main downside would be that I would have to fight with a hammer. And a flashlight. Alright, gas station is here, it's pretty close. Let's see if we can make our way back. Just move up a little bit at a time. I don't want to zigzag through the different hordes and aggro them all. It is more manageable. I didn't really rest up in between fighting, that's probably a little silly, but... Alright. Not bad, not bad. We can just leave the car here, we don't need it at all. Might be more sensible to leave the van because it is so loud. We'll just go to the gas station on foot. Since it's so close. Yeah, I like that idea better. Let's go a little bit further here. Avoid bigger groups if we can. We're getting a lot of knives now, which is really useful. If all else fails, there will always be an infinite supply of knives. 3 kitchen knives so far. They're pretty decent with good maintenance. Alright, let's sit on the ground for a little bit. I will fast forward and look around. But I'm definitely holding my index finger on the F3, which is normal speed button. I remember shift plus direction to quickly get up. Oh, those zombies are going a little more to the tiny lake, that is a-okay. I didn't bring an axe, I didn't bring planks. I mean, I have an axe in the car, but I didn't pick it up, so I can't barricade this place, probably. And normally I wouldn't necessarily recommend sneaking into a home if you're not sure if you're being followed, but it seems like no zombies have spotted us. Shit, the door is closed though. Alright, let's do the sensible thing, let's clear the area a little bit more. Take out these guys first. Yeah. Before I fight, let's quickly check this trunk. Nothing. Ooh, I do see a gun on a on a zombie. I can talk, I swear. That's pretty exciting. Probably gonna get a bunch of ammo here. Ooh. Level up. Let's see, Jazz 2000, pretty good shape, has a bit of ammo. Can we... No, I'll come back for it. Let's see, there it is. And I'm actually also gonna saw it off. Because you do need a saw, but I always have it on me, so... Sweet. That's pretty good. I'm sure we'll find some shotguns in the gun section of the thing, but there is a chance we don't, and it's nice to have a second one, just in case the first one loses durability really quickly. But no, it's all RNG, it could go quickly. So now yeah, we'll probably have a spare. Alright, fairly certain we're good here. Back door is open, nice. So in here you'll probably find empty gas cans, stuff like that, manuals. I do have a list somewhere of the books I'm missing, so I will check that later. Chips, chocolate, granola bars, cigarettes, good stuff. Extra lighters, that's always great. Just quickly drink a soda. Grab some more snacks, also drink an orange soda. We can use some extra energy. Right, I'm not gonna go into the store, I don't want to get spotted. I will take out my hammer, press F for the flashlight. Sometimes, if I feel sketched out by a place, I'll walk up and push right as I reach the top. Someone's been having a party. Kitchen probably not have that much, it's a small kitchen. Let's just check, I think this is a bathroom. Close the curtains. And the bedroom is cleared, that is perfect. If I don't have to smash any zombie brains, then I also don't have to sleep in a nasty zombie-ridden home. Oh, look at that. M14 with 2 boxes of ammo. We haven't even looted the gun place and we're already finding goodies. It seems like an omen. The universe wants me to start blasting soon. That's how I'm gonna take this. Alright, it's a bit early for us, I guess. Let's have a smoke. And I can drink a couple beers. That's kind of perfect. Always a great way to easily fix your sleeping pattern. At least, you know, in one direction. So take these smokes, and that's all empty, right? My weight's still dropping. I feel like I had a bunch of unhealthy shit, but I've also done a bunch of fighting, and yeah, let's eat just some more snacks, and then call it a night. Too full. Perfect. Alright, this was smoother than I thought. I know that this main street of Fallas can be pretty busy, so you never know what you're gonna find. But yeah. Oh, perfect. Woke up at 5. That's when daylight starts. Alright, so I'm quickly gonna pull up a text file. Man, what did I call it? Books? Alright, I found it. First aid 2, fishing 5, trapping 2. Those are the only books I need. So I don't think those are here, and they're also not things that I carry that much about. Just expecting to find mechanics here. I have all the mechanics books. Oh, we're good. Ooh, I do want to pick up light bulbs. Because light bulbs don't have eternal life in this game. There's a sandbox setting where you can change it, but... And I guess the empty gas cans. There were a couple more. Alright. There'll be a lot more snacks here and smokes and stuff, and I'll probably leave that here, because it's not our main focus of this trip anyways. I'm just gonna start a pile of empty gas cans. Awesome. Put some stuff in my backpack. And see if I can get back to the van. That would be awesome. Never know how zombies shift during the night. You know what, let's take out these guys real quick. Gonna have to anyways if I want to drive past them. So I definitely want to be a little bit slow and steady about grinding my way through the population here. Could take a whole day of fighting, and that is a-okay. Just gotta remember not to do silly stuff and rush it. So we don't need any of this, you know? We don't need these guns. They're not gonna help us survive, necessarily. They're gonna help us clear an area really quickly and efficiently. And it's fun. So I want them, but also... it's not worth taking silly risks over. Alright. Let's just speed walk to the van. Should be pretty clear. See how far we can get. Alright, so far smooth sailing this whole episode. All the traveling, everything. Oh. Missed a turn though, but that's okay. That group is gonna come after us. So, burger joint. If you're here really early, there might still be patties and stuff, but you know. Here's EP tools. As the name suggests, you can find your tools here. I think this is a food market, a food place. This is all sorts of, like a farmer's market kind of thing. People can sell their produce here. And this is the main attraction as far as I'm concerned. Farming and rural supply. I hate that word. This might be a hotel or something. And a little bit down the street is like a medical office, like a general practice something. Right, this is a little bit busy. Maybe we can round them up a little bit. Maybe I can show you guys how to get rid of a whole group of zombies and only have to fight a little bit of them. It's probably sensible to kill them all if you have the time and the skills and stuff. But sometimes you really don't have to. Oh, that's a crowbar on that one. I'll see if I can give it a nice tap. But it's gonna be a little tricky. Alright, let's just make a nice big ball of zombies. We're gonna have to go running around and stuff too much. It's probably better to conserve some stamina. And in a little bit, we're gonna have a bunch of ammo anyways. And then we can start going ham. I'm done with shotguns, so I think I'll just try to lose them around the burger shop. Burger shack, burger joint, whatever. Place. Guess I might as well pick off a few. Alright. I assume there is still a bunch of them here. They typically are quite a few around this whole T-junction. Fight a couple. I'm pretty sure that the fighting noises are quite loud. Louder than you'd think as a player. So that should keep them interested. I hope we didn't lose too many. It's not that big of a group. I'm pretty sure we lost quite a few. There are some here in the trees. That is okay. Street looks clear. Should be fine then. Just run the circle. Collect them all. Make one nice big ball of zombie. Alright. Oh, this is a nice truck. I do be a sucker for a nice pickup truck. Let's pause real quick, check the back. Not that much, not that important. I would love to check that out, but let's just lure them here at back. You could just hop a fence to lose them. If you have no moodles, if all your vitals are fine, that could be completely safe, and I will do it because there's nothing behind me. If I fail 2 times, that's fine. If you're underweight, if you're clumsy, if you're tired, if you're exerted, all those things will drastically decrease the odds of that working. So, otherwise I just would have walked back to the main road. But this was a good shortcut, this worked. I've seen so many people die doing that though, so, you know what your character can do, and even with perfect vitals and stuff, there's still a chance you will fail. So only do it if, if you have the time to fail. If that makes sense. Alright, and look how chill it is. We barely had to kill, well, we didn't have to kill the vast majority. And it's chill. I know this might make it seem easier than it is for a newer player, but maybe it's something to practice on the multiplayer server where you don't have to worry about getting tired, when you can take the time and try this kind of stuff. Whoa! Again, a fake dead. That's the 5th one. What the hell? Only in this run I find them. Oh. It's a bit busy here. Oh, there's also a little police station here, but they only have 1 locker for guns and stuff. So it's not worth traveling over specifically. But since we're here, we will check it out. Sometimes we'll forget. If there's a 9mm in there and a box of ammo, and maybe not a box of ammo, then I'll be pretty pleased with that. Alright. Looking good. This shed here always seems a little bit out of place. You would expect this in farmland, farming supplies, but yeah, can have good tools, can have goodies, but nothing here. At least not that much that I'm excited about. Right, let me check if the front is still clear. Also, if there's nothing in the back. I think we're looking good. So yeah, here you'll find some seeds. I think we have strawberry seeds. Watering cans are good though. Garden fork are great weapons. I don't know if I have radish and carrot seeds. Probably have to have found them at this point. So you can find some military clothing and stuff. Ponchos are great, because ponchos will keep you dry. If you don't have outdoorsmen, you might want a poncho. More seeds, I'll take them because they don't weigh shit. You could usually find David the Gnome as an ornament here. Plenty tools, shovels, don't forget to check these counters, because they will often have goodies for farming. And we're already full. That's okay. I do have a lot of food on me. Let me just eat a whole lot of food. And I'll take the duffel bag, equip secondary. I never dropped my ammo off in the van, that's a little silly of me, but that's okay. Maybe I will actually go back to the van in a sec, because it should be clear anyways. Yeah, let me do that real quick. I'll quickly drop this off and I'll run straight back in. Alright, I have space again. So yeah, you'll also find a bunch of fertilizer here and sand and stuff, so it's not super exciting to me. It's good to know where you can find it though. More seeds. And how many of these can I need? But you know, I do like hoarding. Cabbage and potato, always good. But let's now check out... Well, let's just check these last couple. Ooh, box of jars. See, that is exciting. Because you can jar your own food. I have never done that in my life in this game. But it is kind of awesome because you can keep food fresh for a longer period of time. But you can farm in winter, so the more I think about it, the less I see the need to do so, personally. Yeah, back here can be awesome stuff. Like more, you know, lumberjack shirts, military stuff. Tent kits are always good. I find a lot of tent kits here. There's always this one box here. Here it has 3 ropes and a tent bag. This one crate is always blocking access to the others, so we'll just move it here. Stand in the corner and get to the rest. Ooh, padded pants are great for winter. They also offer good protection against bites and scratches. Fishing gear, hell yeah. Another poncho, I think. So if you know, if you don't have outdoorsmen like me, you'll probably want to take it. It's not heavy anyways. There's probably a bathroom back here. And I don't even want more of that stuff. It's just going to be a silly amount. I will definitely check. I'll take the suture needle and the suture needle holder. That's good stuff. Okay, I lied. I can't leave a bucket behind. And I think the watering cans are a little bit bigger, so they're actually really handy. Like anyone here believed I would leave goodies behind like that. So yeah, these doors, these are the security doors, so you want to disassemble them, dismantle them, or you want to lure in a zombie, hope for a key. I'll take the hinges and the doorknob. And this is where you find the good stuff. I'm already so heavy. Oh, that's because my backpack is no longer in my hand. Alright, so two boxes of shotgun shells. I'll take all of this ammo though, but mostly just looking for the shotgun shells. One box more. Like, every type of ammo and stuff has its purpose. There is, well, I don't typically really use the 2-3 ammo at all. I will typically take it. I don't use it because the guns that use them are a little bit shit. Take the money. I don't know why. I just have to. There are some pistols in here. These revolvers are great. You can find them on cops. These pistols are great, but same. The only must-bring weapons are probably magnums, because you don't really see them on zombies. And if you see double-barrel shotguns, I don't think you find them on cops either. These rifles and magazines, I guess I'll take M1911 magazine. So yeah, not a massive haul. I will take one more revolver and one more M9 magazine, and screw it, M9 pistol with a red dot has a boost on accuracy. Let me just load this up in the van real quick, and then we'll see what the end result was. Not a humongous haul here, but I think it was pretty on par with what you should expect. Maybe a little bit less. Right, let's right click, drop the bag. That's why I use a loot bag. Kill this guy real quick. Make sure there's not a lot more around. Alright, looks good. No, I don't want a butter knife. Ooh, that's nice. It's raining, so we know our waters are our crops are getting watered. I favorited everything in my backpack I want to keep on me, so for easy loading and stuff. So mostly I was interested in the shotgun shells, 5 boxes of those. Could be better. But we do have a mostly full van, so I probably should go home in not too long. Yeah. So I can show you, I can show you guys real quick. You've seen how we got here. It's just this, basically this road down south, and just follow it till you get to the T-junction and whoop whoop. That's how you get here. Now if you leave town, I'm not sure if the first or second, but pretty soon after leaving town you can go straight west and go straight to the military surplus. I'm not 100% sure if that's the only turn you have to take, but it's generally in that direction. Part of me is like, go there for more goodies, for more loot, for more stuff. But other part of me is like, well, I don't have that much space left. I could only load up 40 kilograms of loot. And yeah, then what's the point? So I won't be doing that now. But I definitely want to check out the police station. And I would love to get that spear. Is that... oh, that's scissors on the spear. I don't see that too often. At least I never saw it properly while zoomed in. Never seen it with that detail. That's kind of cool. So let's see if we can at least get to the police station. Looks like we have to fight quite a few, but it's not too bad. There we go. It's been a while since I fought a nice group of zombies with a crowbar. I love the crowbar. And one more left. Sweet. Alright, I think we're good. Man, these vines on the windows make it a little trickier to see inside, although if you're up with your nose up to it, it's really fine, but just feels sketchy. You had checked if the door was locked, I just assumed so, but... Alright, always check for watches, no, for matches and smokes. There's one very small holding cell. I think there's a bathroom here. And this is the armory, this is it. That's 2 boxes of ammo. 2x scope, that's kinda cool. M40 magazine is kinda cool. And screw it, let's take one more M9. You can find walkie-talkies and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it here. That's okay. Alright. So now the question is, to shoot or not to shoot? Are we gonna start blasting here, or are we gonna save this ammo for a different mission? I don't have that much to do here, but also might be more sensible to use it elsewhere. When we have to clear a very busy place, like if we ever have to fight our way into West Point or into Muldraugh. I do want to start shooting at some point, just to show you guys, you know, how I do it, some precautions. But right now it's a little bit late to open that can of worms. Country Club could be a fun place to do so. It's pretty busy there. It would be nice to just have a big ass shootout in the parking lot of the Country Club. There's also a lot of loot there. To do it here would seem a little bit pointless because, you know, we already got the goodies. Alright. Let me just deal with these, and then we'll get back to the gas station. So it's getting a little bit late. First stab, a whiff. I love the knife, because it's so effective. Sometimes I fear the knife. I have to get so up close and personal. It feels like there's not a lot of room for error, but it's typically fine. If you whiff, then you can always push. So I definitely always recommend people to get better with it. This man. Spear and knife, just so useful. We could clear this whole town if we just make a bunch of spears. It might actually be the sensible thing to do. I don't think I've ever properly leveled my my spear. No, I haven't really done spear fighting in this run. I do normally use it a lot. It's so effective. It is OP. Right, so here's also a medical office if you want some beta blockers or painkillers. It's a good place to go. I'm definitely taking this twine from the boot. Yeah, you know what? Let's see if we can sneak in. Whoa. Alright, change of plans. Is this something we can rest by? Yeah, this'll do. Alright, let's go check out. I think there are 2 rooms here to check, at least this one especially. Just quickly for beta blockers, and that's honestly it. This is just where the doctor actually lives. There's food, that's nice. I mean, can't just leave it behind. Kitchen knife, oh, actually it's in really shit shape. Not worth the wait. Can I find it though? Yeah. Alright, let's bail, because it is getting late. No, I was just hoping maybe maybe there will be some antibiotics. Did I properly check this room? I did not. Painkillers, antidepressants, always good stuff. Suture needle holder. And then this was the little office. Ooh, smokes. Smokes and vitamins. Of course doctor would have vitamins. Yeah, that makes sense. Even if they're kind of like truck stop pills in this game. Because they can keep you going all night. Alright, let's make our way back to the gas station. I'll just follow the main road, because that might be... Okay, a lot of zombies move back. Zombies do kind of redistribute and stuff now and then. There are a lot of mechanics. Of course there's respawn, there are meta events moving zombies around, then there's redistribution, and there's migration from one cell to the other. So... you never know how long it's gonna stay chill, especially if you don't actually kill them, but you just move zombies around. Then, here. This kind of shit happens fairly quickly. That's okay. We'll deal with them. That's not too bad. Oh, a couple more. Guess it's a bit too early to celebrate. We could bring a bunch of this food, but man, we have so much food and we're self-sufficient now, so we don't need all this food. There's too much food in the world to loot everything. It's honestly silly how much food there is at normal apocalypse loot settings. You might don't feel that way if you're playing with friends on the server, then you know, then that food goes quick. You can easily eat like 3 or 4 cans of food a day. Oh, this is more general store. That is pretty good. I assumed it was just a supermarket, but I want vitamins. Hell yeah. Farming book seed bag. I don't only have one of those, I think. Well, find some food, some stuff to loot. Not even gonna take... Oh, I will take the coffee, hell yeah. Tea bag. Oh, I love it here. Pillow. Yeah, some of these places look sorta like... Could be a hardware store, could be a supermarket, and sometimes it's kind of a general store. Oh, I should check for... Carzone episode 3. And just in case, I always take the exposure survival. Snacks, chips. Oh, can't leave empty gas can behind because that's the only way to hoard gas in base game. Silly zombie, you just had to move over one tile and you would have been fine. So I'm gonna leave the rest here. This can be a good place to check for winter clothing, but we don't need it. It's more force of habit because I'm also doing a cryogenic winter run. Where I do really have to keep winter clothing a high priority. Honestly, in normal base game run, you don't really have to care about winter stuff. It's easy enough to just take a t-shirt, a lumberjack shirt, a hoodie, a jacket. That's already so many layers that are easy to find. Alright, that's where we want to go. There are a bunch of trees. Some zombies, but... Oh, more than I thought actually. That was a little dicey. Fucking trees are sketchy. Just lure them away from the windows. I don't want them to bust down the windows. Where did I leave the van? I never drove back up, did I? Why not, brain? Why? Okay. Would have been great to have an axe and barricade. But I also don't think I brought nails, so... Yeah. I don't know if you saw those two swings really close after each other, but... That was me kinda cheesing the backspace to attack twice quickly thing. Wasn't even intentional, but... But it's always fun when it happens. Alright. Yeah, I think I just left the van by the farming supply store thingy. And I don't know why, but that's okay. Right, let's just get up. It's a bit early to sleep, honestly, but we do have to rest for a sec. Let's at least rest by this chair. And let's see, let me eat a couple baggies of chips. That's one. That's two, and I think do I have the stack of potatoes on me, or did I dump those all? I may have dumped those in the car. Why? Why would I do that? No, let's open some canned food because it's all heavy. See how much of this we can eat before we get full. Alright, dump the cans, perfect. Oh, and I need a smoke because I'm agitated. I'm gonna get depressed really quickly. Game is like, nah, no smoke for you. Alright. It is very late, but let's see if I can make my way back to the van. I guess I got distracted by a point of interest or zombies and never bothered to move the van. Right. I left it at the police station. Okay, whatever. I do that a lot. I always forget where my car is. Yeah, I'm not going off-road. Oh yeah, if you use walk 2 and you still have this little box active, you have to hit escape before you can press F to use the headlights. It's one of those little things that can make you go, what? Why is my F key not working? What the hell? Well, seems like we have some company. They got a little closer than I thought they were. I would love to turn this gas station into a bit of an outpost so that I know the next time I drive past there are some barricades in all windows and maybe some doors. Oh, but wait, no nails, right? Oh, I will take the potatoes though. No, crap. I didn't intend to do this, and I was going to go to Muldraugh and there I would find nails anyways. I had thought about bringing a box of nails. I was like, nah, I'm gonna find like 50 boxes and McCoy. So yeah, I could start logging, but where would I find the nails? I could at least check the shed. Oh, I see some zombies at the bottom of my screen. Let's be sneaky. Oh, of course, it's closed. Screw it. Let's just try. Let's open this door. Probably makes a lot of noise that zombies can hear. Oh, it's a bathroom. I thought it was maybe like a tool shed. I do know there's a tool shed somewhere behind one of these buildings. I was thinking like, hey, maybe there's a box of nails there, but right now it's a little bit late to go on silly adventures. Alright, let's just sleep here. I don't hear any zombies, so I think we're good. Yeah, let's sleep here. Fill up our water bottles before we go. Maybe we can find a box of nails before, yeah, before zombies royally get a chance to screw this place up. And let's see. Let's eat some corned beef that's nice and fatty. And a baggie of chips. And I do quickly want to go down here because I think somewhere around here is a tool shed. I think it's quite close. It's just the one place I want to check for nails. Although now I'm having very much second thoughts where that could be. Probably all the way here at the end of this parking lot. Yeah, I see it. Alright, we can get to there. Yeah, if they... I mean, it's no biggie if they smash the windows, we can still barricade it after. But I like the idea of being able to spend the night here. If we do go to the military surplus out west. For our next big mission. And I also didn't want to leave this town yet before I checked out the black pickup truck. We don't need it. We probably have enough vehicles, but... do you ever really have enough of anything in this game? I think not. Alright. Little group here, beyond the fence. Give them some time to hop over the fence. Don't want them lunging at me. Let me see, kitchen knife. I can always use more kitchen knives. Yeah, my other runs I use spears a lot. I can definitely feel the difference. When I fight a lot with a crowbar, you definitely get fatigued a bit more easily, just because it's a heavy tool. And the weight dictates how much stamina you use. I love the crowbar, it's one of the most fun weapons to fight with. But it's not efficient. But it's more than adequate for this kind of run. Just gotta make sure to rest in between. Alright, let's grab the axe. Smash open this door. Oh, where'd you come from? Whew, I completely whiffed there. Smack. Such a satisfying noise. Always bring the doorknobs and hinges. And let me just pause real quick so zombies don't have time to sneak up on me. There is a plank. There is plenty metal stuff, but But that's about it. Of course, I could dismantle a bunch of furniture somewhere. This could be like a... I don't know what this is. This could be a hotel? I guess just a little office area. Fishing 5. Was that one? May have been one of the books I needed. I already forgot. Take it just in case. Ooh, this could have tools. Pipe wrench. 2 of them. Take the fresh one and the light bulb. Do I get nails for that? 1. How am I gonna disassemble a whole lot of hacking furniture just to get some nails, just a barricade? I don't know. I will bring the coffee though. Hell yeah. Coffee is one of my favorite things in the game. And in real life. Nah, let's just head home. Ooh, there's a tool store I haven't been. How can I forget the tool store? It's right here. I actually drove past it several times. My brain. It's not always super efficient. Yeah, let me drop some stuff here. I think I do still have the loot bag. So let me drop everything and pick up the potatoes again. And if I find it, where's my loot bag? Did I dump it in the... No, there it is. Equip secondary, perfect. Should be enough space. Wow, look at all the vines on the walls. It's crazy. I love how erosion looks in this game. Yeah, there could... If there are no box of nails, there we go. Speak of the devil. I was thinking there have to be box of nails here. I'll leave the paintbrush here. In case we ever, I don't know, want to make a base elsewhere. Another base. An outpost. Oh, by the way, another mining helmet. What? It's rare as heck. I think. I'm pretty sure it's rare as heck. I never used to find them. Oh shit. I should probably check out if the place is clear before I start looting. I think it was just inside and chilling. That's a little dicey. Let there be a machete. Let there be a machete. I will be so happy with a machete. Take one more tire pump. We don't have a lot of them. We do have all the other car tools and lots of them. And yes, I'm well aware I just keep looting without actually check if the place is safe. But at least here I know I can hear them coming. I have my audio pretty loud. So it's not that sketch. Something, do as I say, not as I do. There are planks here, that's good. Only 1 box of nails though, that's not a lot. That's enough. I'll take all the wrenches. All the short blunt weapons I take. Well, that pickup truck really has that one confused, huh? That's a nice SUV. Seems to be in okay shape, maybe? These are really good off-road. Windshield and hood are not great. Yeah, well, let's give it a quick peek. Ew. Okay, maybe not right now. The engine quality is great. Okay, this could be one to come back to. But I do want to have a higher level of mechanics before then. Because I would want to fix up the engine a little bit, but it's a solid foundation, because if the engine quality is high, then it's gonna be a more reliable car. So the rest, everything can be shit, everything can be repaired. Personally, I do think there has to be a bit of balance, you know? If everything is absolutely shit, but only the engine quality is high, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna waste that many resources on it, because it's just such a lot of work and materials. This one, engine quality 56, but the condition is 50. It has a lot of good parts. It has no fuel. Good battery. Yeah, all around a pretty good one. If I didn't have a truck to go home with, I would pick this up. But yeah, not a must-have. I just really like the look of a black pickup. Alright, let me go back for my axe. I really need my axe kinda, huh? It's a little hard to cut trees without an axe. I mean, you can make it work, you could do it with a hammer, but it's not gonna be efficient. Alright, let's cut a couple of these trees real quick. And eat a box of mac and cheese. Ooh, that's a hunting knife for me, thank you. They're bringing me all the goodies today. Kinda bummed, I didn't find a single crowbar today. Although I don't really expect crowbars at the farm supply store. But no crowbar, no machete, no hand axe, no fire axe. This run is just not an axe run. Let's see, let's take some sheet rope here. Oh, and a lighter, hell yeah. Craft sheet rope, that's 2 of them. Socks, craft sheet rope, that's 3 more. And let's see if we can make 1 more. Then we have a nice round number 6. And we can make 3 stacks. And there's 1 window here. So I will leave 1 log. Don't think there are any windows here. But there are plenty of windows on the front. And let me see if I can lure the zombies away from said windows and doors. So, you know, since we're gonna barricade this shit anyways, might as well see if we can keep it nice and clean, intact. Nice, that wasn't too bad. Unstack, start sawing. Box of nails, yeah, I do still have it on me, sweet. Now I at least want to have... Oh, I'm always worried I accidentally click smash window. I don't think I ever have, but I'm always worried like, oh shit, it's not gonna bash in the window, right? I can do a 3rd one. Benefit being, 3rd one blocks visibility. No, that's on barricade. So we don't have to put up curtains and shit. Would be great to have one on the front door maybe, but also, it's fine. It's fine. I guess we have some extra planks, so we'll do a 4th one here. I do want to keep both doors open, free, available, whatever. I think this is like a no, it's a wooden door. In that case, we'll put those extra planks right here and right here. And we're good. Yeah, let's pick up the van. Let's pick up those jerry cans. I'm not gonna loot this place for snacks and smokes, because it's kind of nice having this out as an outpost and having it somewhat stocked. It's not really, you know, it's something you want to live off for a long period of time. It is fattening but not necessarily... doesn't necessarily give you too much hunger. Or, you know, negative hunger. You know what I mean. Oh. I got a little silly there. That wasn't very smooth. Sometimes if you run... I don't know. I'm never quite sure if it's not properly listening to the direction I want to go, or maybe the game is like, nah, you hit that zombie, so I'm not gonna let you turn. It's probably the latter, actually. Alright. By the way, I always thought that that was a bug. Yeah, let me go to the back again. If you stand here and you press Z and 1, you walk away and bloop, you teleport to the seat. I always thought that was a bug, but someone described it as, yeah, a van like this, a two-seater van. You can get in from the back. You walk through the back. I'm like, oh, that's probably what it's supposed to be. It's been like this for very long. So if the front door is locked but the back isn't, it's a way to get in. Alright, let's see what we can load up before we get interrupted by zombies. Most of it. Not sure if it even fits. After also looting the hardware store, we have more than I thought. That's okay. Alright. Nope, not the glasses. Don't care about the glasses. How full are we? 94 out of 112. That's kind of perfect. Try not to back over that zombie. Try to go around all of them. In base game, not modded, blah blah blah. Vehicles are so squishy, it is so easy to damage them. So I really try very hard not to run over them. Sometimes I fail. Sometimes I'm in the zone and I'm the perfect driver. Wow. Sometimes I'm happy with my driving. That's what I'm saying. This is our turn. Another thing for traveling, try to zoom in when you can, because it also helps your frame rate, and if your frame rate is high, handling is better. Driving with stutters in frame rate, I must have said this multiple times already, but physics are affected by frame rate, because it uses the time between frames in physics calculations. So if that fluctuates, your physics are varying. So you'll be driving and suddenly, as you're steering to the left, you get a stutter and it pulls way further to the left than you'd think. You're like, the fuck, I'm not that bad of a driver. Why you do this to me, game? You're right, you probably aren't. And maybe, not always, but maybe zooming in can help increase the frame rate and get a bit more consistent driving experience. Man, I wouldn't have done this off-roading if I didn't have a speed demon, by the way. That little bit of extra power is a lifesaver. I will never, well, never say never, but I don't think I'm gonna stop using speed demon for a long time. It is so helpful when traveling. Looking good. It's not as early as I would like to leave. I was like, well, if I stay longer, that's gonna be a whole nother day, and screw it. I'll just eat a whole bag of coffee if I have to. I think coffee is like... Well, I always have wakeful. I think if you have wakeful like me, and there are multiple factors, but Typically I can stay awake like 20 hours longer or so if I just eat a whole kilogram of coffee. I also need to drink a lot. It makes you incredibly thirsty. You know, this might be the exact same place I got stuck before, but I could just about push through. Nice. Man, the roads are pretty busy. I think it's busier than last time, because first time we drove past here, we made a bunch of noise. Because, you know, vehicles are loud. Alright. Looking good. Right, from... Oh, shit, careful. From this point on, it should be a lot more chill. And like that, we were back home, back in Riverside. The rest of the road was really chill. Most of that road is typically really calm. Like up to here-ish, it was busy. And then smooth sailing home. So yeah, I'm just gonna unload my van, organize a little bit, do a bit of farming. Oh, this is a dead end. This is the old home. Well, this works. But thank you so much for watching. I had a lot of fun. Fun little adventure. Different than I had planned, but hey, this worked because I have a sledgehammer, I have guns, I have loot. I am more than happy with my haul. And yeah, sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes plans change because you randomly find a sledgehammer on the road. I will not complain. But again, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with another video soon. I hope you have a great day.